Um, Too close. Like you squeaked it out though, so I'm in a good mood. What's going on, everybody? We had unruly Santa. We squeaked it out. We did. But that's what happens. I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life. That's what happens when you have the better quarterback. We never had the better quarterback. We would be the Browns in all those games. Two good teams. We were the Browns because we had the lesser quarterback. It's nice to have Mahomes for as long as we got him, because I know we'll probably go back to the desert whenever he's done. So, but we'll take it for a little while. Big Will, what's going on? Deep house. Well, I'm glad you like it. It's just I like it. So it was what I just found and when I first started this, and I've just kept it the whole time. So yeah. Hope everyone else is having a good Sunday, whatever you were doing today, whether you're a football fan or just enjoying some nice weather. It was almost hot here again. But yeah, it was a fairly productive weekend. So yeah, I told you guys last week wouldn't be doing this. Then my plans completely changed on Monday. And so here I am. So we did Cash or Trash earlier. We're doing this now. So I appreciate those few of you that come hang out, because I don't know how many will, because I told everybody no. What I can tell you is next weekend now there won't be this stuff. There will be no Sunday stuff. He says, in theory. Who knows? We'll see if I get anything done, if I even get my Saturday thing done. This week's looking kind of crazy, and I'm going to be gone. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get some stuff done. But I'm happy you guys are hanging out with me on a Sunday evening. Yeah, no super big agenda tonight. I do have some stuff. We got to know. Sorry, I am already late taking my nephew his birthday present. So we are going to go up there this weekend and hang out with them. So yeah, unless I do it like Monday night when I get back or something, and by then I'm not putting in I won't have time to put in the work. So it's not going to happen next week, which will suck in 6 months, because when I don't do Cash or Trash, it's a lot more of a pain in the butt to do the look back than when I do. So trust me, from my perspective, it saves me a considerable amount of time to have done it. That is for darn sure. So yeah, but I do have some other stuff coming up this week. On Tuesday night, we got Invincible. We're talking more Invincible on the indie show. And then Thursday night, we had to reschedule Fables from last week to this week. So we got 2 indie shows this week. Deep House is going random shelf behind JP. My nephew, he would probably like that, but I would rather not. I love my nephew, but he's 8 and easily distracted. So we might do something else. Maybe we'll do a whatever report. See if they want to do that for a little bit, because that could be fun. But this is not a random shelf. These are, I didn't have a theme this week, I'll be honest. I couldn't think of anything good. So these are, minus the ones that are currently at CGC, these are my 2021 pickups. Things that I've added in 2021, either through AOK or just pick up. And I realized there's actually a book I forgot that's in there that would rank on this. But yeah, so that's where the random shelf comes from. These are things that, the bigger books that I've added this year, I was having a thought of, I haven't really done much this year. And compared to maybe my beginning of the year goals, I have not. Part of that had to do with just I've had a bunch of things, unexpected expenses this year, which, they have piled up this year more than typical, but that's okay. We keep plugging away. But I've still done pretty well. So that was why I went with this. I didn't have a good theme for this week. So there you go. Anyway, I'm not going to answer that. So that's what I got coming up this next week. So we got indie show with Invincible on Tuesday. We got indie show with Fables on Thursday. Fingers crossed I find enough time to get the look back done. Should have probably worked on that today, honestly. But have to do a bunch on Wednesday, I guess. Because I'm leaving Friday morning. As long as I get it recorded before I leave, I can potentially work on that when I get to my sister's. We'll see. We'll see if I can get a look back done. And maybe the first week I miss all year with a look back. but hopefully we'll get that done. Maybe we'll do a bunch tomorrow night. And then but otherwise next weekend's going to be kind of out, and then we'll pick it up from there. So I did get my books from Midtown back on schedule by Saturday, which is what they've been other than that 1 week when the hurricane went through and they basically got here a week plus late. So 2 weeks worth of books, not too bad of a stack. I have, I'm doing better, but I still probably need to cut back a little more. Only 2 of which I haven't read so far. I've not gotten to Batman Catwoman yet, number 7. I don't know. I've been kind of frustrated with that series, so that one kind of got drifted to the bottom of the stack. And I have not got to Captain Marvel yet. We'll see. They're bringing back this dark version of Carol. We'll see exactly where they go with that, but I enjoyed that original story, so we'll see. I haven't read those 2 yet. I did read Wonder Girl. This is like way behind, which is whoa, way to focus. There we go. How dare you have a personal line? I know, right? And I don't even really have one, but oh well. So this is already like a month behind. This was supposed to be like the end of July, 1st of August issue, and it comes out here in mid-September. I love Joelle Jones. I love her art. I've enjoyed her writing on most of the stuff she's written when she was writing Catwoman and stuff. But she can't do a whole book. Not in a month. She's always behind. It stinks, but I mean, I'm willing to wait for it. But yeah, it just that she struggles to keep on track. 4 was already supposed to be out, and we just got 3. So yeah, really enjoy her art style. Really enjoy her writing, but she has trouble doing a whole book. She just does, which it's not easy. Not many people can do a whole book. She has trouble keeping it on time, but still enjoy her stuff. Hoping she was a little more timely. I did get Fear State Alpha, which I don't know. Sometimes these little event kickoffs are fine. Sometimes they're not that great. This was okay. I've enjoyed the Tinian run. I know a lot of people have not. I've enjoyed it for the most part. The Joker War thing wore on me. It was a little long. But I'm enjoying this Fear State stuff. I love that Scarecrow is actually like scary and like doing stuff. I'm curious to see where they go with the Ivy stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. And on that same end, obviously I read 112, which was kind of the first issue of actual Fear State. So yeah. So enjoying this. Looking forward to the end of the Tinian run. We'll see, what comes of it. What else we got here? Continue to reading both of the main Star Wars High Republic series, The Adventures. This one was good. New artist, which compared to before, and I actually like the art. It made them look like they were a little older, not like old, but like not quite as young as they appeared in the previous one. Hey, Johnny, what is going on, sir? I'm just going through my 2 weeks worth of pickups. I'm almost done. So that's still good. This is still the series that I'm enjoying the most. This High Republic, yeah, I'm really enjoying the series. So this has been really good. Curious to see where they go with that. And then I am out of focus again, but only one more book. And then my frustration with ASM continues. So this whole Sinister War, for the last, feels like 10 issues of ASM, there's been, Sinister War and some other stuff going on. So the issues themselves don't straight line connect. So if you're not reading the other crap, you don't know what's going on. It jumps around. There's no, it's confusing as all get out. I hate it when they do that. And so this book, the story just keeps going and going. Yeah, I am ready. I am 2 more issues of Nick Spencer. See ya. Or 1 more issue of Nick Spencer, whatever. 1 or 2 more issues of Nick Spencer. See ya. I do appreciate that he undid Sins of the Past today in this issue. That's nice, but even that was confusing within the issue of exactly what he was trying to tell you. It's just been a poorly written book for a long time, in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to, I swear, 3 writers. I think they got 3 different writers that are going to be working on the 3 issues of ASM a month that are going to start coming out. I bet there's more continuity between the issues going forward than there has been in this, which is a terrible, horrible thing to say, but I think it's true. That's it. What was that? How many books for 2 weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. That's not bad. 4 books a week. That's not quite no goods. 3 books a week. But that's not too bad. So, which means I got 20 some odd books left this month, I think. Not 20. I got 12, 13 books left in the last 3 weeks. So I'm trying to keep it to 20. I haven't quite. It's been more like 22 books a month. I think there was 22 on my October pre-orders. I have not made my November pre-orders. Right now my list is at 25. I'm trying to figure out how to par it down. So we'll see how many issues I end up with. But I'm trying to keep it pared down. No indies right now. I've just made the decision that I enjoy indies. Obviously, the indie show, everything else. I love reading indies, but I'm not going to collect indies in any other form than, well, maybe not hardback, but trade. It's just the way I'm going to do it. I don't have the space for all those extra issues, and not that it's a ton cheaper to buy all these trades, but at least then I can wait and pick and choose from everyone's recommendations. So really I'm relying on you guys and to tell me which indies I actually need to read and which ones I can ignore. And I'm probably missing out on some great stuff, but it's just the way I've decided that I'm going to collect. I'm going to keep getting Batman. I'm going to keep getting Spider-Man. I'm going to keep a few of the other DC Marvel series that I'm really enjoying. And that's it. And I'm trying to even that, I'll be honest, I'd like to have it at 15 books a month. I have not figured out how to get there. I've not, especially with ASM going to 3 books a month. It's oh God, it makes it so much tougher. But so yeah, it does. But so that's all that's really happened this week. And from on the comic front, I have been, like I said, I read through most of these, all but 2 of them. Basically, the one I've been reading, because I already had Fables read for last week, was this. I continue to enjoy this. We will talk about that mostly, though, on Tuesday. And then I've been reading, what was it? One of the High Republic novels that's in the other room. But yeah, so that's pretty much been all that's going on here. Hey, Louie, what is happening, my friend? Glad to see you. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he will be on my channel, not this Monday, but next Monday. And we'll be doing Usagi. So we'll see. That crew, I always believe it when they don't tell me when I hit the live button if we're going to do a Usagi show. So that crew has not very different schedules. I'm going to just say that. Their schedules do not match up very well. So that one's been tough. Still looking for a crew for this. I was going to reach out to some people this week, and it didn't happen. Still looking for people for... he's like, I can't. I just believe. I would just believe it. It's just the way that whole series has gone. But yeah, still looking for a crew for Lock and Key. There was a couple people that I was potentially reaching out for if I hadn't heard from anybody. I reached out to a couple people and they couldn't make it work. And then I got one person on board. I think Tacoma, is going to join me for that. But beyond that, I'm still kind of searching on Lock and Key. We're going to start Die pretty soon when Lady F gets back. So the week after Usagi. And then obviously we're going to keep going with Invincible, but Fables is done. So I'm looking for some new reads and a new crew. I mean, I got a bunch of reads lined up. I just got to get people who want to join me for those. So, so if you are interested, I know I've put out that, hey, did I even say howdy to aggressively? Howdy aggressively. Sorry. I saw you come in there, but I didn't say anything. So, other than that, I don't know. I think John's actually supposed to be on I don't know if he's still in here or not. He was going to be on another channel for a while, I think tonight. I think he was on Comic Kings. Maybe I should ask him if he wants to be on. I haven't gotten to do much with him yet, so that might be a good source for I don't know if Lock and Key is the right read for him, but see if he would be interested or venture outside some of my usual crowd. I can point you in the direction. I can barely afford my own books right now. I wish I could just send everybody trades to be on that show. I wish that would be awesome, but I'm not quite in that position. But maybe in the future we'll come up with something. Maybe if there's like a one shot, I can do that as opposed to like 6. So for sure. Speaking of Big Will, I haven't mentioned this yet. We are going to be hanging out on Big Will's channel here in an hour, almost exactly, an hour and a couple minutes. Usually we start about 8:05 Central, it seems like. Playing some D&D. Yeah, it's me. Big Will is still dungeon mastering for us. We are trapped in a dungeon at the moment with me and John, White Whale, Daymares, and Old Wolf are playing. So we have a lot of fun. I know sometimes we get a decent audience. Sometimes we don't get too many people hanging out for that. But we're having a good time. So if you want to come hang out with us and make fun of us, that is your option on Big Will's channel here in like an hour. I don't think so. I think it's just... yeah, I think they were just, and it's only certain packs. So it was like the dark orange, reddish sticker were the ones that everybody was looking for, Deep House. So I know they just came out with the mask ones. I don't think those have anything special in them. And I think it was mostly the Marvel ones too. But yeah, I know. But anyway, yeah, I saw those. I saw the ones with the mask or the Halloween mask or whatever, where the package is bigger than the books and the books are kind of moving around. I'm like, oh, those books are going to be trash. I considered grabbing one because it did have a Wonder Girl #1, but I was like, it's probably not worth it. So I'd rather spend the money and get another copy of like her first appearance or something. So, they're always at the front, Unruly, or at least in the ones I've been in. They're always like they usually have mostly on the grocery side. It's usually on the grocery side. They'll have like the big area where you have the self checkout, and then like the first aisle next to that is where they have like cards, like baseball cards and that kind of stuff, and that's where they'll have their comics. So it's always at the front, at least the ones I'm in my part of the country. So we'll see. The dog is being whiny already. He has kind of been fussy all afternoon, so we'll see. We may cut this off early. So yeah. Oh, never seen. Hey, just never seen him. Okay, cool. So, but yeah. So that's about all I got going on. Otherwise, this is very much a whatever report. I don't really have too much to talk about at the moment. Just, we keep plugging away on everything. I was going to talk about What If. So, yeah, it's a little early in the show, but so I don't want to run people off, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, hang on. Boom! Because I'm running out of things to talk about. So, there you go. Oh, nice. Nice. I'd love to I need to get another copy of that. I need to get a 9/8. And keep my copy, or keep a copy and have a 9/8. I do have a second part I could keep, but the dog is apparently going to start barking now. So if he keeps that up, I might have to disappear for a second. So What If? 5th episode. I'm just going to be upfront. The only zombie thing I've ever enjoyed is Zombieland, the first one. That's the only zombie thing I've ever enjoyed. I'm not a big zombie guy. My dog is barking like crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Hang on. I will be right back. That is probably not going to work. But we'll try it for a little bit. Big one. I love fun stories that are fun, like this What If. So I've been enjoying overall all the episodes, and even this one I enjoyed. But it was easily, I think, my least favorite of the What Ifs. Like I said, I'm not a big zombie person, like in general. They made Marvel Zombies worse somehow. I never read the Marvel Zombies thing, so I don't know. I hated the deceased thing. So that just gives you an idea of where I am on the whole zombie, and he's barking again because he's being interred. But my frustration with it was really like couple-fold. A was like Hope hitting on Peter. Like I felt like there was like what? I didn't understand the Vision like feeding her pieces of T'Challa and then just being like, oh, I'm your best hope to like stop all the, and he'd only cured one person, and like what? And the whole thing just, and then Hope like not like going over the fence and then having them kill her because she didn't want to come back, and yet then they let her come back, and like he is not being a good boy at the moment. He is barking like crazy. What if was this? This is true. They have stolen a bunch of those. Yeah, it just was not my favorite episode at all. I do not know how long I'm going to make it because he is being ridiculous. Let's see if Elvis come in here and lay down. Let's see. Come here, lay down. Come on. Come here. You got to lay down. Come on. Come on. This may go horribly wrong because he's being a turkey. He has been all afternoon. I don't know what he's all fired up about. Say hello. Say hello, you big goofball. Lay down. Lay down. I know. You just want some attention. You're like your clock is speeding up. You want to go for your walk sooner and sooner here lately, which is just throwing off my entire timing for this particular show. Yes, I know. Like it's my walk time. It's after 7. Even though I don't normally go till 7:30. Just lay down. So I don't know. It just that episode was not for me. That's where I'm gonna go. Like, oh, so that actually was part of it. Okay, that stars. Yeah. It's not that I'm a zombie phobe. They just don't like. Generally, zombie stories just don't interest me. If that makes any sense. Like, they just. I don't know. They just don't interest me that much. Like I said, Zombieland is like the one exception to the rule. Like I love the first one. I never even went and saw the second one, so that tells you how much like I enjoyed it. But I did love the first one. Yeah. And I get some people do. One of Jamie's dog was Jack Harper is the thing. No, he's just a big giant black lab. So yeah, it just like, and now he's just gonna sit here and whimper, which is why he got kicked out of here before I went live. As he was laying here whimpering, being a turkey. Am I gonna have to cut this short tonight? Get you settled? Yeah. Okay. But so we may cut this short. We're gonna cut this maybe at 30 minutes. We'll see how long I can milk in here. Yeah, he's just gonna lay in here and bark. So, all right. But those are my thoughts on What If. I'm going to do a real quick recap of what I got before he like just goes crazy, and then I'm gonna try to get this dog to settle down before I go live on Big Milk Shell later. Call of Duty Zombie. What am I? Remake of Dawn of the Dead, World War Z. No, not really. The only other one I kind of enjoyed was Shaun of the Dead. That's the only other one I kind of enjoyed. He's going for Doggy Oscar. Yeah, he's been dramatic, that's for sure. I think I'm point already, right? Because I've only walked him like 5 times today. Oh, he might actually lay down now. We'll see. So we'll give it a few more minutes. We'll go for as long as we can. But if he starts barking again, I'm gonna call it. But yeah, Shaun was good. Like Shaun of the Dead, I guess would be the other one I kind of enjoyed. I don't know. There's been a ton of them. I've just never been a huge interest in the zombies. So this show started from a place for me behind the others. And then I just thought some of the elements didn't make a lot of sense. Particularly the Vision stuff. Like his behavior was just weird to me. Like I get him having her and trying to protect her, that I get. But the other things he was doing, and the fact that he just like gives up and rips the stone out of his head, like that was just like, I can't leave her. But then he leaves her by killing himself. Like, what? It was just weird, and it didn't make any sense to me. So if I had to rank the What If episodes so far, my favorite, which is funny because John didn't like it at all, but if he's still, I don't think he's still in here. I think he's on another channel at the moment. But is episode 4, the Doctor Strange thing. I thought that was really well done. John said he was bored. I enjoyed the heck out of that one. I think episode, now I'm going to get my order out of order here. Episode 3 would be my second favorite. Okay, so episode 1 was Captain America. Episode 2 was T'Challa in space. Episode 3 was, what was episode 3? It was my favorite, and I can't even remember. I'm blanking on what was episode 3. I ain't playing Arizona. Right. It was just weird. Yeah, his turn there just made no sense. Made sense to me. Well, hey, and if you enjoyed it, that's great. These are my opinions. My opinions are my own. Not everybody likes what I like. Not everybody likes the Chiefs. And so there you go. It's just the way it is. He stayed in spirit. Yeah. What? Why can I not remember what episode 3 is? No. What is episode 3? I am completely blanking on episode 3 of What If. Oh, the event. God. Yeah. So that was probably my second favorite because I thought it was, I thought 4 and 3, which are not as dark as 5, but almost, were my favorites. First Avenger, and then a big gap for me to the Guardians of the Galaxy one. I just did not like that one. I didn't like that much at all. And then, but last is the zombies. I thought the zombies was just, it was fine. I mean, I got entertainment out of it. I'll give it that. I was entertained, but I didn't think it was particularly good. So there you go. All right. Let's do a real quick recap of what I got coming up and what I picked up this week in terms of what came from my Midtown pulls. They did come this time on schedule. So usually I'm pulling from Midtown every 2 weeks. They usually ship them like Tuesday, and then I get them by Saturday because they're doing like media mail or whatever. But so far that's been very consistent except for that one time. But every other time it's been the Saturday after the second Wednesday on schedule. Well packed, good shape. So yeah. ASM, I don't understand what's going on, but at least they undid Sins of the Past, which was a good thing. High Republic, still one of my favorite things that I'm reading. I'm enjoying like everything High Republic I've been reading, but I'm a Star Wars. Yeah, I'm a sucker for good Star Wars, and this has been good Star Wars. More High Republic, the Adventures, Batman Fair State. I'm gonna miss Tinian. We'll see. I know a lot of people like Williamson. I really haven't read it. He's done like Flash and some other stuff. I really haven't read his stuff. So I know there's some big fans of his. So I'm looking forward to actually diving in a little bit. So when he takes over. I did get the Fear State Alpha. This was okay for kind of an introductory. There's some good stuff in there. I'm really interested to see that they're finally going to deal with this whole Ivy being split apart and Queen Ivy and all this kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. I don't know the whole undercover thing, and yeah, I'm really enjoying the High Republic stuff. I'm glad others are liking it. Wonder Girl, this is still good. I just with Joelle Jones was a little faster. And then the two I haven't read, Captain Marvel and Batman Catwoman. So those are all my pickups. Again, no indies. I talked about that before. I'm just doing the trade route on indies. That's just the way I'm going. And then this week I got Invincible coming up on Tuesday. I got Fables on Thursday, and then I don't know. Hopefully there'll be a look back next weekend, but otherwise there may be nothing next weekend. So because I'm gonna be gone. So all right, gang. I've been here for 30 minutes, which is shorter than normal. He's actually like calmed down at the moment, but I'm gonna go on and take him out and get the walk done and make sure I'm in plenty of time for Big Will. Hang out with Big Will over on his channel playing D&D here and at 8 o'clock. So come join us, make fun of us, watch Big Will try to kill us. And we will catch you guys next time. Later.